let's watch rare occurrences of Minecraft. So let's go. This is the history of Minecraft's rarest occurrences. Let's go.
Did you know that the brick pyramid is a naturally generating structure? It is completely solid and goes to the world height limit. You cannot find this anywhere in newer versions of Minecraft. However, during the InfDev phase, short for infinite development, despite what seed the world was using, they always generated at the same coordinates regardless. This was also the time when the golden apple was implemented after a player named JTE put a crafting recipe for a golden apple as a joke at the bottom of a crafting guide. Not until the fourth last update before alpha did they become legitimately obtainable through dungeon chest loot though, and they were very hard to find, only a 0.8% chance of spawning. That means you would on average need to search 63 mob spawning infested dungeons to find one. But that was not to say people did not, and Venom started a series titled Hunt for the Golden Apple, and Kurt J. Mack found one on his continuing journey to the Farlands in episode 311. The golden apple would remain the rarest item for some time, until beta 1.8 where you could craft them using 8 gold blocks and a regular apple that could be found in Stronghold storeroom chest loot. Everyone knows about the spider jockey, a 1% variant of the general spider. One of the few range melee mobs in the game and a very deadly one, but being at a low spawn rate for the time, it was the hardest mob to find. However, in Alpha 1.1.2, a new structure was possible to generate, the monolith. Not a chunk error, but something you could find in any random world. The prospect of that happening though is estimated to be 1 in trillions. We don't entirely understand what it is or why it even occurs, although what is even more interesting is that underneath the raised ground is a pocket of air and water. Why layer 71 is perfect down to bedrock. Sheep. Wow. They come in many different colors. You can use dye on them too, although most sheep you find in the wild are white. In beta 1.2 it is possible to find naturally spawning grey, light grey and black sheep. Around 1 in 5 sheep would have this color change. Not too uncommon, but the start of Minecraft's history toward introducing rare mob variants. The brown sheep was employed by the world of Minecraft with only a 3% chance of spawning.
I've seen brown sheep a lot of
another sheep color
very commonly
you may
in
not already know about, and to this day it is one of the most uncommon sheep variants you can find in vanilla survival. The pink sheep, with only a 0.0164% chance of spawning, although that is nothing compared to our next sheep, with a crippling 0.0082% chance of spawning. On average, you would need to find 12,500 other sheep before you found this one. Many people think the pink sheep is the rarest. Oh, how wrong they are, because I think you are all forgetting about the baby. You would need to find 12,000. Many people think the pink sheep is the rarest. Oh, how wrong they are, because I think you are all forgetting about the baby pig sheep. Each sheep has a 5% chance to spawn as a baby, and this includes pink sheep, so there you have it, the rarest mob in Minecraft, for now at least. Meanwhile, let's talk about lightning! Added in the following update, specifically the chance that a player will be struck by lightning. Mr. Roy here was struck by lightning 7 times in his real life. In Minecraft, the 16 by 16 block chunk the player is standing in has a 0.02% chance of a lightning strike occurring every second, but you only have a 0.003% chance to have the player get struck by lightning every second. On average, it would take you around 10 hours of standing in an open sky thunderstorm to be randomly struck by lightning. Then comes the most uncommon biome for the time, the Mushroom Islands. Part of the 1.0 release of Minecraft, they were much more common back in the day due to the world being mostly ocean at the time. That is not to say they were a regular occurrence, most people did not even know about them. This update also brought baby chickens hatching from eggs, which when thrown have a 1 in 256 chance of spawning 4 chickens instead of 1. Furthermore, a hidden Easter egg was made by Notch in this update on the title menu screen. With a 1 in 10,000 chance, the title will appear as Minecraft instead of Minecraft. The mushroom field Fields would hold the throne for most uncommon biome until release 1.7 introduces the rarest Minecraft biome to this day, and by far. The thing is, you may have even seen it and not even noticed. That is the modified jungle edge. It is part of a double-layered transition between the regular jungle biome and the swamp hills. Not only being one of the smallest biomes to generate, down to less than 10 blocks in length, the jungle and swamp are already hard enough to find on their own. To put how rare this biome is into perspective, the mushroom fields are over 100 times more common, along with the ice spikes biome, than this one. Let's take it back to the mobs for a second. The most deadly mob to date. Even if nowadays it is a removed one. The killer bunny, formerly known as the killer rabbit of Carbonog, was a special type of rabbit made as a reference to Monty Python and the Holy Grail. This 1 in 2,500 spawning psychopath rabbit may seem like you would never see it in game to game, it is so rare. That is, if you forget that millions of people play Minecraft. And of those millions, many will go to bed crying and have nightmares about the evil rabbit that killed them in Minecraft. Did you know there is a chance that a snow golem can spawn naturally?
Oh yeah, like I've never actually seen that, but I know it's possible.
Each end portal has a 1 in 1 trillion chance to have all the slots filled. If a carved pumpkin generates atop 2 snow blocks, then a snow golem will be spawned in. There are documented cases of this happening too. For instance, on the 2B2T server, a player by the name of Disserton found one. If you use this seed in 1.12.2, you can see for yourself. 18 quintillion, 446 quadrillion, 774 trillion, 73 billion, 709 million, 551,616. Recognize that number? That is the number of different seeds for Minecraft. 274 billion of those are broken. What do I mean by broken? This is what I mean by broken. Repeating. Mob spawning patterns.
Oh wow, that is a
mob
seed?
Spawners. Diamonds.
Like I've seen
274 billion
seeds,
sounds like a lot
just
of broken seeds.
Generation.
However, you only
and
have a
so
1
weird.
in 67 million chance
Well,
of
I've never actually
finding
encountered one.
We've seen some very uncommon generations so far. What if I told you there was something even more uncommon? Welcome to Cactus, the simple desert plant most players think is only 3 blocks tall. While that is the extent of its growing capabilities, I can assure you Cactus can be found much taller than that. The team at Minecraft at Home have been working very hard to find the tallest cactus in Minecraft, and so far they have found a 22 block tall cactus using this exact tier.
Actually, that's outdated.
Village and Village update. This is possible.
No, that's outdated, right? Because I swear to God, there's been a video showing a 25 tall naturally one. I'm pretty sure that is outdated. I do not remember it only being 22.
Because a whole bunch of crazy mathematical logic that, quite frankly, I don't think you would understand either, but basically, 2 cactuses can generate on top of each other, and if those 2 cactuses happen to be the 3 tall variant, then we can get a 6 tall cactus. Understanding me so far? Then comes junk cactusization and the distance between them used in the formula of the seed equation cancelling coordinate dependence and the allowation of adjacent chunks analyzation. And that's how a 22 block cactus can be found. Brown mushrooms and snow foxes were added in this update, however I am skimming past them as Minecraft had already added several mobs that were much harder to find by that point in time. When abandoned mineshafts with a cave spider spawner generate on some buried treasure that also happens to be surrounded by air blocks on all sides you would normally dig up using a map from a shipwreck, you get quintuple pig spawners, fully functional and working too. But due to the Badlands already hard to find nature and the very few buried treasure around beaches, there are very few documented cases of this currently. We have a zombie here. Now we have a left-handed leader baby villager nitwit chicken jockey that can pick up items, cannot break doors, has full enchanted diamond gear with level 20 and enchanted iron sword with level 16 on the slime chunk desert during Halloween. And then comes the rarest possible mob occurrence of all time. The most uncommon to this day. It tops everything we have seen so far, including that thing. From the modified jungle edge to a monolith and 22 block tall cactus to generating a world and finding this random seed here. This mob is unfathomably near impossible to find. In fact, it also wins the award for tallest natural occurrence of mobs too. And it was only added recently. And that mob is the Strider. Yep, the Strider. Well, more specifically, multiple Striders stacked on top of each other. You see, each Strider has a 1 in 10 chance to have another Strider on top of it. So we go from 3 Striders stacked as a 1 in 100 chance of spawning to 101 Striders stacked with a 1 in Google chance of happening. Google being one with an additional 100 zeros after it. Finding what I like to call the Google Strider would take you longer than the universe is estimated to
I actually did not know that.
Assuming you were finding 1 trillion Striders a second, that is.
Wouldn't
What chance you have of finding this mob occurrence? What if I told you there was something
full diamond armor,
more unlikely?
Villager,
Not 102
zombie villager
Striders
thing.
stacked.
Wouldn't it be rarer if it had netherite? Natural netherite armor. I don't even know that's even possible. I doubt it, but
on top of each other, but a completely different thing. Something that is so infinitely unlikely.
That is bizarre.
You don't think so? Well,
honestly, thank you guys for watching. I do not know many of those occurrences, but thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye. That was okay. That was pretty.